I am the same as the one I belong to. It's a beautiful thing to see. Where is my sense of self? Feels like it belongs to. To belong to Baba, one has to step out of the zone of duality. It's like one cannot take sides. And taking sides means there's no wrong experience. So the being is not preferring one experience over the other. That's the zone the being needs to be in to experience deep sense of belonging with Baba. Self-sovereignty based on truth. This is total liberation. Not preferring or resisting any experience. Then being is combined with the Father. In every moment. Life can only be lived in the moment. It can only be suffered if lived in the past or the future. Because the being exists only now. How would this moment be alive otherwise? if I, the being, was not present to give it sense of aliveness. Could this moment be alive without the being? And if the being is giving this moment a sense of life, then Baba is combined with the being. Here and now, if I was not in this moment, would this moment even exist? May the presence make all the forms manifest. Even thought is a form. It's an energy that arises and subsides. Body is a form. Situations are forms. All forms manifest because I, the being, animate it. And where I am, Baba's with me. I'm never alone. Can you sense the presence that you are now? Whether sensed or not, you are present. And Baba and I are present. Lending our fullness to this moment. different moods of the weather, different moods of the body, different moods of the mind, all can present themselves in front of the moodless being. Uninfluenced, by any changing moods. Of body, mind, weather, world. Egress, constant, moodless being. Aware of the changing moods, very aware. This is like the foundation for feeling combined with God. One cannot say, I'm sorrowful and I want to remove sorrow, so I combine with God to feel peace. No, not possible. But one can be immersed in the love and the peace of the Supreme as a peaceful being, aware of the sorrow of the mind. The Absolute One can be combined with the Absolute One. The person steeped in duality cannot even touch God. But the person steeped in duality can be observed by the absolute beings of light. So to be like God means to be epitome of truth, humility, selflessness, non-duality. But this one is aware of selfishness, of arrogance, of duality, but without resisting, without preferring. No experience is wrong for him. Baba says, nothing is ever wrong in drama. Even wrong is right. But to experience this truth, just don't put I in front of any thought. Otherwise, you will get sucked in the web. Or at least the appearance will be such that you will appear to be trapped in a web. So just know, whether you know it or not, you are ever present. Whether you recognize it or not, you are ever present. Because this moment cannot be alive without the presence that you are. This body cannot be animated without the presence that you are. Whether known to you, unknown to you, conscious or unconscious, you exist forever. Once this conviction is absolutely seen clearly, which is here and now only, not 2 seconds later, here and now, then Baba is pulled towards you. And living life with Baba, involved with him, is a complete life. So as we sit in his heart seat, we play this make-believe game with him. Shanti. Sure, Baba's ignited lamps are feeling full. In
Yes.
his company. Yeah. Mhm. The personality of Brahmin life is to go beyond all questions and be constantly satisfied. Today, so what does Baba mean beyond all questions? Is it that we can't ask questions? No, it's not the person mind listening, right? Questions that help you bring more clarity, they are important. But what Baba is saying is, and at least this one, the way one sees is the mind can still, Maya can still question about things which are probably out of conditioned mind. Yeah, complaining about something, questioning, but you can still be the observer of it. So you're not identified with those questions. But most likely, majority of the time, questions can abate as you see this more and more clearly. But if it continues to happen that questions are still arising, seeing somebody's behavior or somebody's act or your own thoughts, thought questioning a thought, that's okay. It's an experience you, the being, is aware of the questioning mind. Yeah, you can be aware of the questioning mind, but you don't have to be the questioning mind. That's the thing. Yeah. So Baba is saying, today, Bab Dada, the bestower of all attainments, is seeing all his children who are embodiments of full attainment. You have had a lot of attainments from Bab Dada. And if you were to make a list of them, it would be a very long list. And so, instead of speaking about the long list, you simply say, nothing is lacking in this Brahman life. So Bab Dada is seeing that you have a lot of attainments. It is a long list, is it not? I don't know. To me, it's just one thing and that's enough. Everything is kind of in that. Each one is probably going to have a different answer to it. I mean, once you found God, you found everything, right? You found your truth, you found Baba, and everything is found after that. I don't know. Is there anybody who wants to say if there's anything you feel, particularly for you?
Yeah. दीदी जो पाना था तो पा लिया
जो पाना था सो पा लिया
और क्या बाकी रहा
और क्या बाकी रहा वेरी गुड So Baba is saying, you know this, do you not? It's like Baba has taught us how to love ourselves, how to know our truth and love ourselves, right? And then love each other after loving ourselves and Baba, then it's automatically loving each other. सब कुछ मिल गया हाँ बाबा मिला सब कुछ मिल गया yeah even being conscious as a soul, if one is truly conscious, of course soul is with Baba, but like on the path of devotion there have been practices where souls have been conscious as a soul, but it can be very dry life. Yeah, found myself. Yeah, absolutely. So Baba is saying the sign of all attainments is that the personality of satisfaction would be constantly visible on one's face and in one's activities. And another thing, at least, I don't know, please feel free to share what you feel. But like for this one is like Baba has helped me see that I don't have to prefer any experience. I can appreciate all the experiences, you know? I can be aware of the changing moods. I can be aware of the different experiences. I'm not even labeling them as the duality label. I can be aware of all the different experiences and I can still love me and I can love every experience as it comes and as it goes. So I'm not looking forward to anything. Am I looking forward to anything? Or I'm not looking backward because whatever is coming, you're satisfied. If there's dissatisfaction, I'm satisfied with dissatisfaction. Yeah, everything is wonderful. That is the best part, isn't it? I don't know when will I ever get to live like that, except now. Except now. That I never change. And I can be aware of the change. Yeah. Diamond era. Absolutely. At least for this one, this is the highest intoxication. Each one can be very different based on whatever their experience is. So it is a personality that attracts someone. So the sign of all attainments is the personality of satisfaction, which can also be called contentment. In Hindi also there are two words. One is santushtata and one is tript. And trip is even deeper state than contentment. Hmm? Tript is, I have no complaints against complaining mind. So then it merges. It has nowhere to go. I don't know, today this one is feeling, this mind is totally kind of succumbing that, okay, you are not going to get swayed by me, are you? I'm going to show you so many different moods. Why aren't you listening to me? Hmm? So mind has been showing moods, but the soul is just not interested. Yeah, soul is interested in Baba. So the sign of all, and it's really intoxicating, let me tell you that just from my experience. When you know that you're totally uninfluenced by any aspect of your mind, body, whether of the mind or whether of the world, it doesn't matter. You're just untouched. That happiness cannot be matched by the happiness of the mind. True freedom. Absolutely. So it's not just the gross circumstances of the world that cannot influence you, but even the subtle weather of the mind cannot touch you. So it is a personality that attracts someone, child. However, the sparkle of satisfaction that should be constantly visible on their faces is not visible. Sometimes they are satisfied, prasannachit, and sometimes they are prashnachit. They have questions. There are two types of children. One type is those who are embodiments of questions, prashnachit, and ask. That means they have identified, now it comes into words, and then they ask why, what, how, when, as soon as a situation arises. They are those who are embodiments of questions, and the other type is those who are constantly embodiments of attainments. That is, they are completely satisfied. Does that mean that they don't have no questions? Does that mean they have no questions?
ट्रूथ को जानने के लिए क्वेश्चन करते हैं
Yeah.
माया की माया माने की कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है बट ट्रूथ के जानने के लिए क्वेश्चन
Yeah.
बाबा को
Yeah. How can Baba use me? You know? That is why. How can Baba use me? You know? Very good. What can I be for you, Baba? What service can I be available for you? And mind can have other questions, and I can surrender them to Baba. It doesn't belong to me. So now I'm available for you. True? So Baba is saying, why, what cause fluctuation? And those who are full never fluctuate. Means the soul will not fluctuate with the fluctuations of the mind. We have to really understand the bhav, the feelings behind the words, the real meaning behind the words, right? Like the other day we saw that Brahma Baba, although facing so much maya inside himself, outside nobody could see anything on his face. Reason is He's not identified with that mind. He's not identifying with Maya. And so even now his mind is available for Baba. So something that is empty is unsteady. Feeling empty as a person, then it is unsteady. So ask yourself, do I remain constantly satisfied? Not just sometimes, but constantly. Would those who are 10 years in knowledge be this constantly or not? You're not saying yes. Are you still thinking about it? So are we constantly satisfied? Yeah, we are satisfied with dissatisfaction also. So then what else can dissatisfy you? If dissatisfaction cannot dissatisfy you, what can dissatisfy you? Yeah. Whatever can happen. I'm simply an observer of every thought, of every experience. So Baba is saying that, are you still thinking about it? If there's a lack of satisfaction, it means there is a lack of attainment. And the lack of attainment means that one desire or another still remains. Yeah? And again, here I would like to put that forth that Baba had said. Yeah. Dissatisfaction also comes in mind, Angira is saying, and soul is always content. Yeah, absolutely. These are just labels in the mind. I don't have to worry about any kind of the weather of the mind. I'm telling you, today I could feel there's certain moods which I could see even being felt in my body and in my mind. No reason. I have no reason outside in the external world. There's no situation, there's no circumstances. Nothing, just mood of the mind changing. Like, well, it's just the nature of it. And at one point, it felt bored. Then, in that boredom, it brought up the image of a drink in my mind. It's a turmeric drink that this one drinks in the morning, but it wanted to drink in the afternoon another bottle of it. Boredom. So it brings out that bottle on the surface of on the screen of the mind. Maybe you should just go drink this another turmeric drink. It's healthy. It's good for your body. Out of boredom. I'm seeing with Baba. And Baba is showing it's just an image on the screen of your mind. In here you get India mein to you make haldi doodh, right? Here you get these golden milk. It's called golden milk in supermarket here, and it's like turmeric and all of that in it. Yeah, so all that good stuff, and then mind is like, it's healthy. What's wrong with it? So you can have another bottle of it. This is filling up the emptiness. So I'm seeing it. And then I saw it with Baba. And I said, Baba, I can see this bottle on the screen of my mind. And he said, it's nothing but just a memory of the taste in your mind. That's all it is. Just look at me. Don't look at that image of that bottle on the screen of your mind. Look at me. And the moment I look at Baba, and it's like, Either being see that a tiny point of light needs nothing. A tiny point of light needs nothing to survive. It wasn't needed for the survival of the body. It was just to satisfy the boredom of the mind, not for the survival of the body. And so then you don't, the minute you look at Baba and you're talking to Baba and Baba is showing you it's nothing but a memory. And it just kind of fizzles out. You do nothing about it. Nothing about it. So every now and then some mood or the other, something or the other mind is presenting itself with something or the other. Baba and I are too busy. We are not interested in the narratives of the mind. This is very funny. It's just a lot of fun to be with him. Then you begin to realize you don't need any other company. If others are there, that's great. If others are not there, that's okay too. Then you can share the joy with them, right? Then Rama wants you to share the joy of being with Baba with them. So then they come in your vicinity, right? It's very funny. Then you begin to see that you enjoy everything with him. Yeah. Every moment. And nothing sticks here. That's the best part. Nothing sticks here.
अभी तक तो हम अर्जुन बनकर बैठे थे, अब बाबा कृष्णा के सिंहासन पर बैठा दिए।
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल. Very good. Very good. Now you're Master Krishna. Master Krishna. Very good. The foundation, then Baba is saying, yeah, wah, wah. Then Baba is saying, if there's a lack of satisfaction, it means there's a lack of attainment. And a lack of attainment means that one desire or another still remains. The foundation of jealousy is some desire. I read it in Hindi, it was different, that's okay. The foundation of jealousy is some desire, or maybe the foundation of desire is some jealousy and a lack of attainment. Yeah? Because where there is desire, there will be little subtle competition in the mind. Yeah? In the mind, there will be subtle competition. The moment, because mind is full of desires, let's just admit. Yeah? It's becoming cleaner and cleaner, of course, because we are with Baba, but it's still not desireless today. Right? The mind is not completely desireless. Right? It keeps popping up some image or the other, whether food or whether something else, doesn't matter. So some image pops up, right? So mind is a region of desires, although getting purified more and more. So if there's a desire, then there will also be jealousy in the mind. There will be, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a label. Okay? Just see it as a label, part of the script. But the moment you label it as good or bad, you're trapped. No good, no bad. Jealousy, another experience. With Baba, I can see it. Sorry, but one is in a very funny... With Baba, it's like I can feel that experience. It's like you can really laugh at your own mind. You can just laugh at it. And There's a quality of fun with him. Yeah? Not apologetic for it, but just letting you know. That's how this one is feeling, that you can laugh at your mind. It doesn't scare you. You're not afraid of it anymore. You can laugh at it. Because you're not it. Baba helps you see joy in every moment, regardless of what is the offering coming from the scripted mind. Yeah? That's what he's been doing with this one all day, making this one laugh at it. Hmm? So many things come. Some days more than the other. And that's okay. So Baba is saying, the foundation of desire is jealousy and a lack of attainment. Very subtle desires pull you to some lack of attainment. And then, in a royal language, you say, it isn't my desire, but it happens. It would be good. All of this will come in your language only if you're so identified with the mind. However, where there are temporary desires, there cannot be anything good there. So check whether there is any royal form of desires in your life on the path of this knowledge, or whether there are gross desires. It has been seen that gross desires have now finished. But even after this knowledge, royal desires still remain in a subtle form. Would you like to name some royal desires? In the mind, not as you, but detached from it. Can you name it? Mm-hmm. Royal desire. I want to finish this thought. Yeah, name fame is still gross, huh? I don't like this thought. I want to get rid of this thought, a royal desire. I prefer this experience. I just want to hold on to this experience. I don't want other experiences. Royal desire. What else? No?
ये हो सकता है मैं इच्छा मात्रम अविद्या बनना चाहती हूँ.
Very good. I want to be free of all desires, the biggest of all the royal desires. Very good. Yeah, anger free. I want to be anger free. I want to be free of all desires. I want to be free of this and I want to be free of that. What is going to happen? It's going to come more and you will resist more, and then it will come more and then you will resist it more. You're more and more trapped in it. I want to be Ravan free. Biggest royal desire. Yes?
मैं मायाजीत बन गई, माया आ ही नहीं सकता. और
मैं क्या? Sorry?
मैं मायाजीत बन गई,
हाँ,
माया आ ही नहीं सकता.
हाँ. माया तो मुझे नहीं आती.
मतलब दिखाई भी नहीं देगा ऐसे कुछ, मतलब
हाँ.
इच्छा.
Yeah. You can't see. But the thing is that we are not trying to become anything. We're just letting go of becoming. Right? Anything you try to get rid of, you will stick more to it. It is like, you have one child who's handicapped and another child who's very athletic. So you're preferring one child over the other. Now, in me, the soul, I have a mind which is one is a handicapped script and one is an athletic script. Now I'm preferring one child over the other. Can there ever be harmony and happiness? I have equal love for both. Right? Whether they are sanskars of copper age or iron age, whether they are sanskars of golden age or silver age. I am love. That is who I am, right? My fragrance is love. My fragrance is acceptance. That's who I am. That's why these are royal desires. Because they trap you further into it. And Baba said in one Murli that Brahmin life means in the deity life, will you become free of all desires? Ignorant of all desires in deity life? Or will you experience that now? So in confluence age, you experience and you know you are Ichha Matram Avidya, which is that ignorant of the knowledge of desires, whilst you're aware of all the desires. Now, this has to be understood when Baba is saying that very subtle desires pull you to some lack of attainment. So Baba is drawing attention that how Maya can work. He's not saying that is you. He's showing you how Maya can work. So child, just be aware. Be with me and be aware. So if there's desire in the mind, you will feel a certain pull. But don't worry about it. You're with me. Be aware and you will be uninfluenced. That is the reason. So that's why Baba is saying that whoever you have love for, it is not difficult to become the same as that one. So check these. Bab Dada now wishes to make all of you souls full and perfect, the same as the Father. So do you have a lot of love for Bab Dada, or do you simply have love? A lot of love. Are you sure? So is it a big thing to renounce something or to transform something out of love? There's no renunciation. Yes, Ankita? We can't hear you. So Baba is saying, so has your renunciation been complete? Have you done what the Father wants and what he has asked you to do all the time? It will not do to do this just sometimes. Do you wish to claim the fortune of the kingdom for all time or for just some time? Only then constantly is possible, no? When you're in your absolute state, then constancy is possible. Then true self-sovereignty based in your truth is possible. Right? And these things help, no, to see that what is even in this moment animating the body. What is animating the mind? What is animating anything that is you are experiencing? What is animating it? Who is animating it? So this timeless understanding really helps the soul to stay with Baba present in the moment of now. Then this experience is good. I shut the class, I go out, then another experience is coming, then I go into another scene and another scene and another scene. It just continues to change in front of me, and I am still that constant living being, the same Ekras, constant being with Baba. Mind is changing, body is changing, feelings are changing. I am not changing. And for this one, at least, it helps to see I am that consciousness that is formless. Every thought is also a form. Every feeling is also a form. Every emotion is a form. Every image is a form. Body is a more gross form. These are subtle forms, but these are gross forms. But I am that formless one, which allow these energies to play out. Play out means to emerge and merge, emerge and merge, emerge and merge. Like waves. But I am the one that is allowing all of this because I'm sitting in this body right now. And in this moment, I and Baba together, that is where this moment can exist. Otherwise, there's no existence to this moment. Just seeing it like that free keeps the soul free in every moment. You won't live in past and future much after that. You really won't. If you can just see that. Then whether you are going to the park for a walk, or whether you are meeting someone, or whether you are in a grocery shop, grocery store, or whether you are at home, it doesn't matter. You're the same one everywhere. It is ultimate liberation in life. You're experiencing liberation in life now, in this moment of now. And you're aware of everything changing in your mind, your body, your physical circumstances, your situations, everything is changing. But this presence that you are with Baba, combined with him, in a way, it's like you're pervading that moment. You are. Even every cell of the body can exist because you are there. Do you see this? I, the being. Fear also comes. Sorry? Anything can come. Fear can present itself. Anger can present itself. Some ordinariness can present itself. I'm aware. I'm just aware. All these changing energies, I'm aware. Who all are seeing this? If it's helping, I'm just wanting to ask. If it's you've seen this in your practice. Practice means in your seeing, not the word practice, but have you seen this in your seeing? It's okay if you haven't. Even that is something you can see now. Yeah. Yes. Seeing it. Yeah. More and more timeless. Focus on that. Focus means you, the soul, bring your attention to that. Yeah. So Baba is saying, you wish to claim it for all time, do you not? So let there constantly be satisfaction. Let no other feeling be visible on faces or in your activity. Now, please don't suppress after listening to this. Okay? If you do that suppression, then it won't work at all. It will backfire big time. That's not what Baba is meaning here. दबा दो अंदर. No. So let let no other feeling be visible on your faces or in your activity. This is coming from a place of total awakened being who knows that every inner experience of the inner kingdom is my server. Fear is coming to serve me. Any feeling which is not in alignment with my truth is coming to serve me. Then it is possible that it won't be visible on your face and in your activity. It only comes on your face and in your activity when you are part of the battle in your mind. But when you're the observer of the battle in your mind, then it won't show on your face and in your activity most times. Sometimes it will still come, that's okay, but you will step out very quickly. Okay? So that is why it's very important. Please don't suppress. I'm a Brahmin. I should not be feeling this way. Gone. Suppressed. Finished. Right there and then. But that feeling can come and you can see it. Its mind is speaking. I'm a Brahmin. I should not be feeling this way. And you, the soul with Baba, is laughing at that mind because it's just funny. That's all it is. It's just funny. Because you, the being that has no sanskars, literally empty of anything right now with Baba, it's like the stage of being in the home, that Paramdham ki sthiti, and the soul is feeling that everything is merged in me. There's no mind, no intellect, no sanskars of my own. And Baba's sanskars are all completely absolute because they mimic him. He doesn't mimic his sanskars mimic him. So then in those absolute sanskars, I can see all these expectations and the thoughts and the feelings and the person and everything speaking, different forms coming up. So many different layers of the person are coming up on the screen of the mind. So many different layers no person has. And you, the empty, silent, not that empty person, the empty, but empty of ego, silent being, who has no layers, layerless, is watching all those layers of the person, merging, emerging, merging, emerging. It's literally like you're watching the play of your feelings and emotions in your mind. It's really like that, huh? Saying it from experience. It's really like that. The trick is just don't personalize them. They are there for your fun. So Baba said some feeling of jealousy coming, some feeling of desire coming. Okay, all good, wonderful. Keep coming, going, keep coming, going. I'm not getting touched. Sometimes it's too foggy. You don't even know what's happening. That's okay too. I'm still aware of that fogginess also. I don't know what's happening. I'm just with you and I don't need to know. Surrender. That is why life with God is a life of bliss. Unaffected. Yeah? So Baba is saying, however, that satisfaction is temporary, child. Sometimes it is said, today this sister or this brother's mood is different. You yourself also sometimes say, today my mood is different. What would you call this? Is that constant satisfaction? Many children experience satisfaction on the basis of their prashansa. So many children experience prashanta. No.
प्रशंसा दीदी हिंदी वर्ड है appreciation.
प्रसन्नता है.
That satisfaction के लिए क्या word है?
संतुष्टता.
Is that what it is in Hindi, Murli?
Check.
प्रशांत दीदी वर्ड है कई बच्चे प्रशंसा के आधार पर प्रसन्न होते हैं. मतलब एप्रिसिएशन के आधार पर महिमा मिले, तारीफ मिले तो खुश रहेंगे. उनका डिपेंडेंसी तारीफों पर.
Okay, all right. So many children experience prasannata on the basis of prashansa. Okay, they have translated satisfaction as prasannata because I'm reading in English. Satisfaction is not prasannata, no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, didi.
Prasannata is happiness.
खुशी.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know why they have translated satisfaction. That's okay. We'll just take the Hindi words, yeah?
It says prashanta.
Yeah, that's why in English it's written something else only. Prashannata. It's not prashannata, it's prasannata. It's okay. We are getting the meaning. That's what matters.
Prashanta is one word and prasannata is another word. That's a second word.
Yeah. So however, that prasannata, that happiness is temporary. Happiness on the basis of prashansa, on the basis of praise. However, that happiness is temporary. Today they would have that happiness, but it would finish after some time. Also check that your happiness is not based on your praise. This is the same as when they construct buildings nowadays. They use a little bit more sand than cement in them. It is mixed. It is the same here. the foundation is mixed, it is not accurate, then if there is the slightest storm of any adverse situation or any type of fluctuation, which means in the mind, it finishes your happiness. You do not have such a foundation, do you? I believe no. That's not our foundation, no? Because we can see that happiness that comes from praise also as a detached observer. It's not like the happiness may not come from praise. Of course, it's a past conditioned mind and it can come. So don't feel, oh, it should not come. I mean, I can't even say don't feel it should not, don't feel it should not come. Even observe the feeling which says it should not come. Yeah. Then these things can't bother you, you know? Because you can see the one who's becoming happy on getting some praise, and you can see there is this person jumping in the mind, feeling so happy about the praise, or not wanting to feel happy because it's not the right thing to do. Can you see that one also? Because even that one is not you. The one who's wanting to suppress. Have you seen that one in your mind? I should not feel that happy.
Many times.
Many times, yeah. Yeah. I should not feel happy. It's Baba who did it. This is mind speaking, huh? Not you. It's Baba who did it. See, if you take happiness, then unhappiness is also waiting right behind you. There's mind speaking like that, creating fear about taking happiness, afraid of creating ego, that fearful one. Can you see that one? Yeah. Is that one also you? Yeah. That one is not you, right? Yeah. Why should not be? Okay, Baba did it, Baba did it, Baba did it. I'm still not connected with Baba. Fear of taking praise. You know, the one whose true humility, radical humility means either nobody knows you in the room, or everybody knows you in the room, or you're completely unfamous in the room. You are the same. Radical humility. Because you're not interested in what's outside. Your only interest is what is happening in my mind and who am I with Baba. What are the reactions and responses here? That's okay. It's not always about being happy. It's also about being fearful about being happy. And these are the all different forms. Either being can see with Baba as a detached observer. Yeah. Fear of what others are seeing me as, taking or not taking praise, wondering whether they are looking at me. All mind speaking. So Baba is saying, Bab-Dada had told you earlier. He is now underlining it, that the royal form of desire is name, regard, and honor. You might take the support of service and want to have your name glorified in the service you do. However, the thing about those who do service while chasing after a name is that although they are very serviceable and attract others very well, they only have their names glorified for a temporary period. Those who do service on the basis of earning a name make their names go to the back of the list of those who are to claim a high status, because they eat the unripe fruit which will never ripen. I don't think here anybody's doing service with that attitude. Things can come up, again, as we said, in your inner world. But I personally here feel nobody's doing service here with that attitude. There are many souls who are serving here. So how can you eat? But it's good to check also with Baba. In a very subtle manner, is there anything existing? You may not want name and form, but you may not want bad name either. Does that make sense? It's not like we are wanting name and form, but we don't want to be looking bad in Brahmin life, in Brahmin family. That's also a form of Maya. Yeah. What is the easiest way to differentiate between Maya Man activity with our true self as a detached observer? The easiest way is that you will see how Baba is seeing you. That's the best mirror you have. You have no other mirror. Yeah? So this one likes to just stay with Baba and do the honest checking. Am I afraid of getting bad name? Okay, I don't want name fame, but am I afraid of getting bad name? Or not looking like a good Brahmin? Okay, I don't want to be looking good, but I don't want to be looking bad either.
The negative ones are easy to differentiate, but sometimes Maya is trying to find a logic in the debate in the mind, or sometimes it's very positive. And in those moments, I find it more tricky to understand whether it's my true self or whether it's Maya Man.
Yeah, as somebody said, watch the thought with Baba. Would Baba think that thought? Would Baba accept that thought as... It's like first you are knowing yourself as that silent being, right? That is a very first premise. Very first foundation, sorry. Once that foundation is clear that I am that thoughtless being and I have nothing that I want or not want from my thoughts, now the debate is also in the mind. You are not the part of the debating mind. You're the observer. You're the audience in the debating mind. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So your audience, Baba is audience with you. So Baba and you are watching the debating mind.
Yeah, because we are thoughtless, so obviously, yeah. Okay.
So once you've seen the debated mind separate from you, now it will merge for some time. Again, it will come later again, don't worry, but it will merge for some time. And that's okay, that's enough. Yeah, and you just know that Baba and you are together and you just silently, timelessly, desirelessly sitting with Baba. Whatever you want, let that happen. And I'm just surrendering whatever the wishes and the desires of the mind are to you. That's okay. Whatever they are, I surrender them to you. I'm waiting whenever you want. In this moment, I'm just enjoying this moment with you. I'm not even worrying about how next moment will go. This moment, I'm with you. That is all I know.
Mhm.
That is all. Trust Baba and trust drama.
Yeah.
If you can live that surrendered in this moment, I don't know what next moment will bring, and I don't even want to know. I want to know what Baba wants from me in this moment. So when the mind is too confused, don't try to use the mind. You just stay with Baba and allow him to direct you. Mind will say, but no, this is urgent. This needs to be done. You can't just sit and do nothing. No, you're not sitting. You're doing what needs to be done, but you're not allowing yourself to be drawn into the thinking of the mind.
The most of the times I feel like, the arguments in my mind are very superficial. So I really don't know whether I'm connected to Baba most of the times, although my heart says. So I'm not even
Very
sure I'm
good.
using the right
Very
terms.
beautiful. What you just said, my heart says I am
Mhm.
connected with Baba, because the heart of the soul is always with Baba and you are not your mind. So what if
Mhm.
mind is disturbed? That's not you. That's not you. Activity of the mind has got nothing to do with the truth of the fact of the truth that you are with Baba. That is not changing regardless of what the state of mind is.
How do we know? What's the yardstick to know that I am indeed connected with Baba?
The fact that you are alive in this moment, giving life to this word that is being spoken, to this
Mhm.
body as it exists in this moment,
Mhm.
to this experience that you're having in this moment. Without you, the existence, this moment won't exist for you. So you exist.
Mhm.
Yeah. So as you, the soul is there, Baba and you, the soul, cannot be separated. Soul is always connected with Supreme Soul. You don't need the experience of the mind for that. Trust me, you don't need experience. We are so used to looking for experience from the mind, and we are needing assistance and acceptance and affirmation from the mind that, yes, soul, you are connected with Baba. You don't need that thought from the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I do have this strong desire that I always, always want to be connected with
That's
Baba.
okay. Can you
But
watch
then
the
I don't know. Yeah.
You are connected now from there. Can you see? Oh, my mind is desiring Baba, that and it's speaking as I, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is why we get deceived, because it
Yeah.
very, very not cunningly, scripted I
Yeah.
comes in front of it. Huh?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a very deep desire to be connected with Baba. It's the speaking, scripted mind, that bhakti mind, which is nothing wrong with that bhakti mind because it brought us to Gyan today. But
Mhm.
that bhakti mind is always desiring to connect with God. Whereas when soul wakes up, realizes I'm always combined with God. That's the difference between bhakti and Gyan.
Yeah.
Mhm. So whatever mind can say, it can create doubts. You're not created with Baba. What are you talking about? You're just fooling yourself that you're connected with Baba. Let it speak.
Mhm.
Let it speak. It's okay.
Mhm.
I don't need a thought to know me. You're thoughtless. I don't need thoughts. I just know I'm with Baba. This is Gyan.
Yeah.
This is Gyan. And I want to connect with Baba as Bhakti.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you see Bhakti mind and true Gyani mind?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Jnani soul beyond the mind, actually, to be more precise.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you get confused, pure mind and all of that. Just Jnani soul beyond the mind. Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Thank you.
somebody's written, mind is looking for extraordinary experience to experience Baba. Very, very good.
Mm.
You don't need any extraordinary experience to know Baba. Actually, those experiences may further keep you at a distance from Baba, because you will keep looking for that experience again and again.
Yeah. And that can't be permanency anyways.
Exactly.
It could come and go.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah,
So we are
getting
looking
it.
for those experiences that are coming and going at all. You
Mhm,
just know
mhm,
you are with him because you
mhm,
exist.
mhm,
Because you exist, God exists. And God
mhm,
exists, you are combined.
mhm. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba. So Baba is saying, so how can you eat the ripe fruit if you have already eaten the unripe fruit? Right? An unripe fruit is nothing. You've just eaten that thought with an I in front of it and eaten as you. Nothing else to it. Yeah? Just remove that I and you are there. In fact, just see that I in a pure form, as Baba says. Keep the I separate and the rest of the thought separate. And now you take this I, so Baba and I together, isolated. And the rest of the tail of that thought is part of the mind game, scripted mind. That's all right, conditioned mind. It's okay. It's all Greek to me. I don't understand Greek, but I understand that I with Baba. That's it. So easy, no? Yeah. And the one who's saying it's difficult belongs to all Greek to me, mind.
There was one example shared in Baba's class a few weeks ago, maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. Like like when we say my feelings are coming, and then when you remove that my, then feelings are coming. That
Yeah.
means you are watching.
Yeah.
That really has helped this one to separate.
Very
That
good.
time was one that helped me. So, yeah.
Very good. Yeah. So yeah, remove any I mind from the thought and put it to Baba. And the rest of it goes to the scripted mind. Then you're free. Because the moment you're with Baba, with that I mind, that language is not understood by you. You don't understand it. You're free. So we will finish it here. Yeah. So the unripe fruit is literally just eating that thought as me. Yeah. Don't eat that thought. Even if it comes, don't eat it. Ripen it by separating that I and mine from the thought, and the rest of the tail of the thought, leave it for the scripted mind. It will merge when it has to merge. But just keep that I and mine with Baba. Yeah. And that way, you will see that the maturity of the soul, that is the ripened fruit, no? The maturity of the soul is really awakening. And the Baba said, no, the other day, the insensibility, or I didn't even want to call insensibility because poor mind is not insensible. It's just a conditioned mind will go into the part of the mind you don't understand that language anymore. It's not your language. You don't understand it. Okay? Your language is silence. I and my Baba. Okay? Very good. Thank you, Baba. And this is...
Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba. Just know. To be Jnani means to know Baba and I are combined. That is being Jnani and Yogi. The desire to be combined with God is devotion. Just simple difference. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Didi.
Thank you.
Didi. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Didi.
Thank you, Baba.